don't really fully know how this one's gonna pan out.
It's going to be stupendous.
Music is quite low, but until we get some. Oh, I need to do some sharing and shit. Ideally, yeah. Anybody on yet? Yeah, there are some people on, but I can't see anything. Hello, people.
Hi, Tony Bite.
Hey, Tony.
People, how's the sound?
Tony Bite says boom.
Boom. I've forgotten completely what I'm doing.
Jane Brown, hello. Happy New Year to you too, Tony. Daniel Callie says whoop whoop whoop.
In the official comment leader.
Where is this? We are in a hotel room in Amsterdam.
We are indeed in a hotel room in Amsterdam. We have Dutch treats. We have more Dutch treats than you can take a stick at. Carrot, Dutch treats.
Syrup waffles, very, very nice.
We've got some prostitutes after the show. So
And the best smoked sausage in the country.
Yeah. And Amy wants some prostitutes. Prostitutes at the end of the show. Anyway, welcome to the URL special in Amsterdam. It's not quite where I wanted it to be. I was hoping we were going to do it over in the Bulldog, but it's crazy busy out there and it's raining to fuck. And I was going to call it off. And then Carrot travelled, I kid you not, 45 kilometres? 28 miles on a fucking push bike to get here. So when he got here, I was like, well, we're going to have to do something. Our hotel room's tiny as fuck, but hey, we're here. Thank everybody for joining us. What you all doing this New Year's Eve? You know, let us know.
People who know Amsterdam a little bit, you know, on Old Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, that it's going to be every cafe is going to be so crowded. Lots of interference of voices. So yeah, there wasn't really an opportunity to do the show from a coffee shop, so we decided, yeah, let's go inside the hotel room.
Where we have a radiator.
And yeah, we've got the heat here, so yeah.
So, Carrot, what these are like coffee things, right?
Yeah, coffee bonbons.
Coffee bonbons. So, Dutch treat, here we go. I was going to try some herring earlier, but... Anyway, you are now listening to Warren Dancy.
Why don't you explain what you're doing?
I'm going to explain what I'm doing tonight. It's kind of a loose concept for a show, but loose concept for a show, yeah, I know. Where's my booth from?
As you said, Heritage Good, Mark and Amy are to here. Now, we're doing something about voices.
Let's try that. How's that? Are we any better?
I almost got really sorry, and also because I know how to read, but it's not.
Let's not be mean to those people, eh? Right, so basically, okay, this isn't really URL. I didn't really put a shout out for it at all. This is more like thanking everybody for contributing to the URL, you know? We have with us tonight one of the most prolific putters into the URL. God, Jesus Christ, you can tell I'm in Amsterdam, eh? Look, in Amsterdam. That's what, submitters. So much so that Harry even changed his name from, what was it?
Who gives a flying fuck into the URL submitter?
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, we can't ask for more than that. He changed his name so that we could come in here. So, Harry, thank you very much.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Well, we've got a... we have a feedback loop.
People are saying that the sound is muffled, but I sound far away.
That sounds much better.
Just wait for me to talk now.
Right. Oh.
People, what were you thinking about the track from Warren? Where was keeping the scores?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We need to mark scores on stuff like this tonight, but you're more than welcome to anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us a score on that one then.
Well, I'm gonna give every track, if you want to do, give it a score two scores. One is from a technical producer standpoint of view, and the other one is my personal. Well, from a personal point of view, I must say I think somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9, because I'm really fan of the Prodigy. And from a producer standpoint of view, because it was live, so I couldn't really get into the nitty-gritty, but as I could figure out from what I was hearing, I say, I think an 8.
Yeah, that's Warren Dancy. Warren Dancy is War Minstrel. He's been very, very helpful to me, to my music, to the URL. You should all hit him up. I'm pretty sure everybody watching at the moment knows who Warren Dancy is. Please get over to his YouTube, his SoundCloud, Pound for the Sound. Amy, you want to give it a score?
8.
Did you even hear it?
No, because you're selfish.
Yeah.
But I like Warren, he gives a good hug, so he deserves an 8.
Yeah, Warren's a great guy. Old punk, puts into the URL very, very regularly. Like I say, helps out the Clown crew, Clown Army. Was polishing my tracks for a little bit until we decided to do it a different way.
And for as you said, as for an old punk, you can really hear it in the music he does.
Yeah.
The Prodigy is also very punkish.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the bangs that are going on out there, but it's like East Beirut, literally, and it's just going to get fucking worse.
It's going to be a war zone out there.
Yeah, it really is.
The easiest way
Zoe says
to
that
get
Herod
into
is
the
boss.
meditative state
Herod is boss, and I'm not surprised that Zoe says that, because
is to begin
your stuff is right up Zoe's street.
by
It's
listening.
fast, pacey. I just want to show you guys something.
And Tiny Bite says, Amy, your hair, I fucking love your hair. Friggin' love your hair.
Well, what I wanted to show you is, as soon as you pull that blind up, there's a ladder up there, like to the outside. Yeah, it kind of unnerved me as you walk in and you pull that out, and it's like, okay, why is there a ladder right outside my room? What's going on?
That's a fire stairs.
It's a fire escape.
Yeah, that's the law provided by the fire
If
department.
you
okay.
simply close
Fucking hell,
your
this is a
eyes
fire ants gonna burn. I'm getting on that ladder.
I thought it was like clever
and
thieves.
allow your
No. Far from it.
Well, I'll take some pictures of it later. I'll show you. That's a fire escape. It's scary as fucking hell. Anyway, you are now listening to Surge the Munter. Demanter on SoundCloud. Again, solid fucking tracks from this guy. Great guy, puts into the URL a lot. We have two specials coming up for the URL. We have the
Just
techno
listen
album
to the
and we have the
general
electronic album.
and buzz
I
of
don't
the
know if you made it
world,
onto this one this time.
as if you were listening to music.
Who?
Parrot.
Well, I did put in something, but I don't know if it makes the show.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because people, as you might notice, we're not in a coffee shop, so that's also a bit of a last change of plan. We decided, it was supposed to be a award show. Not even that. We go with the flow.
Yeah, we go with the flow. Basically, what we were going to do is, like, we can't smoke in the hotel room. I was going to, like, thank everybody, and your award was, I'll take a pull on a joint. But as it is, I'm sucking Fanta.
I'm an energy drink.
Amy, what are you on?
No.
She's on the bat.
Amy is genuinely smelling right now. So come on, guys, what are you all up to tonight?
Are you with family? Are you with your friends? Are you alone?
Getting drunk, making some music. Yeah, are you alone? Is it a little cry wank for you later?
Oh, why did you think that?
I'll beat you to it. Another quality track from Surge. I really like Surge's track. I don't know if you remember, but like a long time ago, we put into the URL, and it was Pink Panther, and that track just fucking stood out for me. I thought it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And he continues to buy awesome tracks. I'll have a few maybe.
Just try to identify the sounds you hear. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your
I'm
eardrums.
listening to some tracks. It's been great. Do you want to listen?
And
Unfortunately, Amy can't hear the song, so any
Yeah.
marks that you get from her is just...
Read the fuck up.
she has to go what we are saying about the tracks.
It's 11 a.m. here, says Apple. Where are you in the US then, Adam, for that fella? Serge writes some fucking good tracks.
Most of the stuff that he does is, well, quite up my alley. Not everything. No.
Yeah. It's usually hard, dark, gnarly. It's not quite as core noisy as
No. I must say, for instance, this track reminds me a bit of the bracer stuff that Cox does.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Martin Robertson has just joined us. How's it going, fella? Oh, Avatar's in Vancouver. Tiny Bites says it's 2 p.m. here. Yeah, Zoe, the drop was good. Serge writes some absolutely amazing tracks. So again, Serge, just somebody I wanted to give another shout out to from the URL, who puts in an absolute amazing amount of tracks. Yeah, like, what award would I give you? Prolific. Keep doing them. Awesome fucking tracks. Keep them coming in, fella.
And maybe because we haven't got any so much issues tonight, maybe you can do a drop in live, and we can decide to go on the fly. Hey, let's play it.
Yeah, if you got something you want to submit tonight, yeah, go on, stick it somewhere. Pass it to me somehow. Yeah, Amy's not loving that. She's thinking, no. Sonny says, hey, how are the awards doing? Hey, are you doing the awards?
No, it's not. Yeah. It's not an award show.
It's not really an award show. It's just like I wanted to thank people for putting into the URL.
The plan at first was to do some sort of award show, but we were like, okay, if it's going to be a award show, what are we going to give them? The honors?
Yeah, basically it's bragging rights.
Yeah,
bragging rights. All the people we're mentioning tonight deserve bragging rights for the URL. There are also a few other people that I'd like to thank for the URL, like Amy behind the scenes and Lindsay, who does things, who sits in on us, and fucking all the people that have taken the time out, like Harriet, to drive, like David Blackhall drove 5 miles, 4 hours on a train.
Don't forget your mom for providing you with coffee.
Yeah, for a place to do it,
Yeah.
There are so many people I want to thank for the URL that I'm going to try and stumble my way through it this evening and thank you all for it. There's just so many people, like I say, it's a massive core group of people that have come together over the love of music, and it's absolutely awesome.
And also people who provided lots of stuff in from a couple of weeks, couple of months ago, and now are a bit low key because maybe personal situation. Kay, for instance, thank you very much for anything chorus you do. Yeah,
absolutely. Kay, we miss Kay at the URL a lot. His tracks went down so well with us. Like,
I must say, Kay, what you always did was also for my hardcore, speedcore, and that sort of music a very big inspiration. So it's a massive thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Like I say, we miss you, Kay, and I tried to get you to tune in, but you obviously haven't done anything. We can go back and find something that you've done.
Okay, Mark, for the last track, should we give him the score?
Yeah, Serge, that was a 9 from me. From what I was hearing in there, it's a shame we haven't got a speaker here to listen to it, but that was fucking awesome. If anybody else wants to mark please let us know.
A 9 both ways, personally and also technically a 9.
Yeah. Let's just alright. Next up, Jacob Delbecchi. Jacob Delbecchi, one of the people that has been putting tunes in from the start, and a wide range of diverse stuff. I can't remember how I got talking to Jacob, but he was like, "Yeah, I make Polish trap," and it was like, we're kind of a techno.
Yeah, maybe he joined the URL earlier than I did.
Really early, like 2, 3, 4 shows in. And he started messaging me and like from the Polish trap, and it was just not what I expected at all. And then apparently the gangster that he parodied in his track picked up on his track and posted about his track. It's just insane. And like I say, just somebody else I wanted to give a big mention to, a big thank you. Person who always puts into the URL. Amy, are you watching comments or playing games?
I'm playing a game.
Yeah, can we watch comments?
And what we're hearing now is very glitchy. Well, not very, but it's glitchy trap dubstep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now says yeah, 9.
Are you with us?
No, I can't hear it. And then you can't hear it.
I've heard this one before, so let me put it in. Go on, give us your professional opinion on that. And I'll read out some comments. Merlin Papwick, how's it going? Jenny Sharon, thanks for joining us. Mao, you're another one I want to give a big shout out to. You joined us not quite as early on as some of the other people, but some of the content that you've been putting out for the Clown Army, for the URL, for everyone is just, you know, thank you very much, man. I just want to salute you on that.
And I also did join in later on the show because I was getting introduced throughout some other people. I don't remember, I can't recall who did introduce me to Mark and his former colleague. Yeah.
Which is someone else I want to give a shout out to as well, because if it wasn't for Oliver Madonna Gould, we would not have a URL now. His idea, so again, somebody else I want to thank very much for coming up with the concept. Wish him all the luck in the world with his new endeavours, and hope it works out for him really, really well. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, it's well, people who know me also know I'm providing also for Ollie's show. Which his show is more directed into the hardcore breakcore, acidcore kind of music.
Yeah. Which
and also instrumental hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Give it 7.
Is that your comprehensive? Are you going to tell them why a 7?
Like it. Who is it?
It's Jacob.
No.
You really are not keeping up at all, are you?
Jacob, I'm normally not a real big fan of trappy music, but I do like glitchy stuff.
Yes.
If you know, look on my Bandcamp, you see I did under my TNT moniker and my Root Pipe Minus moniker some real glitchcore stuff, or some really glitchy experimental stuff. So you know I'm into that weird stuff. So from a personal point of view, I say 7.5, but from a producer's point of view, I say 8.2.
Oh, we've gone into the points.
Yeah.
And I get the headphones back just...
Next door they're listening to Miley Cyrus, so we should listen to that.
Right, yeah, just before I marked that track from Jacob, I'm pretty sure I marked it before. I don't know, I can't remember what I gave it before, and someone's going to contradict me when I give it an 8 this time and say that I only gave it like a 6.5 last time. Anyway, yeah, we've got some noisy girls moved in next door. They moved in about 3 or 4 hours ago, and they have not shut up.
Yeah.
They have been listening
They
to...
tried to come into our room as
yeah.
well.
Which, you know.
You're just giggling all around.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was Jacob. Again, somebody who puts in very regularly to the URL. Just wanted to say thank you very much, Jacob, for putting into the URL. If you want to check out more of his music, go to So on SoundCloud and check out his stuff, because it's really good. I dig it a lot.
Mark Monty Cooper said, I love this, 9. Atari Uma says, I make weird stuff as well.
Yeah, Atari...
You really fucking do.
Hey, weird is good, people. Weird is
Weird
good.
is good. Weird
as
is
long
good.
as you stay true to yourself.
Yes,
Tony
indeed.
Bright says we should invite the girls to the show.
Oh, no, your track's gone.
Shit. Maybe... you can go to my Bandcamp and play something from my Bandcamp page.
I will do. Let's just put a little bit of Charlie Ryan on before we do that. So I've got to go and dig out a tune from the URL submitter, which I will do. But before that, somebody else who I don't recall meeting. I don't remember the first time I met Charlie Ryan, but we just started chatting about bands and metal and just hit it off almost instantly. Lauren Knowles, welcome for joining. Eric Ludwig, thank you for joining us. So this is The Degenerate. The Degenerate is Charlie Ryan, and he has released an album because of the URL. A breakbeat album that he's never done before, and this is one of the tracks on that album. He's also got another side project on the go at the moment called Blockchain, which is like synth wavy kind of stuff, and that is just it's deep and it is lovely and it is rich and should all, anybody who tunes into the URL should know who the fuck fucking Charlie Ryan is, you know?
That's what he said.
Yoink, yoink. So yeah, if you've got a track you want us to play, we are quite short on submissions tonight because this is very rushed tonight and stuff. So if you want to PM me something to my Mark the Acid Clown Gardener account, we'll play it. I just wanted to play some tracks from some people who put in regularly and thank a lot, you know? This is Charlie Ryan.
Multi-colored flag.
Yeah, sorry, I know, I've seen it, fella. Yeah, so sorry, you were somebody else I wanted to thank as well. And I will get on to you a bit later. You do indeed write some crazy fucking ass stuff, man, and that's what I want to thank you for. We'll get to it in a little bit. The Degenerate on SoundCloud. Go over to his Bandcamp and give him a pound for the sound. I know you all listen to his shit. Yeah. Like you were saying earlier, very Prodigy. You know, it's a very Prodigy sound, this is general stuff.
Yeah, but the first that we heard was way more Prodigy than this. This is more like it's more gritty.
Oh yeah, very much so. Oh, very much so.
It has a bit of a way more of a gritty acid feel to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I prefer this to the Prodigy kind of stuff. I'm not a massive Prodigy fan if I'm a whole 100% on it. And so yeah, so this is, I'm more like a Stanton Warriors, Crafty Cuts, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think the Prodigy actually why they're really fucking popular.
Well, for instance, tracks for Prodigy like Take Me to the Hospital. If you see them perform that track live, oh man, they're really mental. Yeah, they're mental AF.
That's the appeal for the Prodigy as well. They don't just write good tracks, but they write their stage shows absolutely fucking yeah, Charlie Ryan is the man. Yeah, Daniel Callis. Ooh, yeah, no shit. This is quality 8.5. Yeah, it's Charlie Ryan. If you people don't know who Charlie Ryan is now, then where have you been? You know, the URL is all about the Charlie motherfucking Ryan. Yeah, been for a long time, man.
And if you don't know him, maybe this is the opportunity to find out who he is.
Yeah, 110%. So again, another award for Charlie Ryan. So what, you know, thank you very much. The award is fucking, you're an awesome motherfucker. Keep doing it. Amy, let's give this track. Have you heard it before, have you?
Anyway, oh no, so Charlie Ryan is not.
Charlie Ryan is not. Charlie Ryan is absolutely awesome. So yeah, we are officially in Amsterdam. As I take the camera out and show you it's actually Amsterdam out there. I really wish we were taking a shot right now. It's really a fucking awesome visual. I asked everybody to submit a track to me that they thought they would know Friday. So this is the Degenerate and Martin Ocean Dirt. Which, you know, is awesome because Charlie Ryan didn't have a breakbeat persona before this happened. Now he does. Got an album out there, it's on Bandcamp, go give him a pound for the sound. Charlie Ryan is fucking awesome.
Annie says, hi Hurt.
Oh yeah, and Bosch.
Oh yeah, I am.
Really nice to be says, hi Hurt, you are a dude.
Oh yeah. We're about to hear something from Harriet right now. Well, as soon as the Charlie Ryan finishes.
Yeah.
So, that one holds a little bit of a special place here for me as well because you know, I helped Charlie Ryan do that, or we as a collective URL helped Charlie Ryan do that, and there's my name on the title, so 10 from me. It has to be. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 10 last time. Amy gave it a 10 after listening to it for like 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, I think I will go with you too. 10, 2 times a 10.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see the comments for everybody else.
Once, twice, three
3 times.
a 10.
Okay, so multicolored flag.
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna play.
Go on.
Haiku.
Which is number?
15.
Okay.
And this is very.
Yeah, go on. Tell this.
Yeah,
this is
very in the early days of the when lounge was. When Enigma did some really loungy stuff, when you had lounge bar music, and this is more like a tribute to that. And people who know me also know I'm doing ambient, I'm doing loungy shit. People really can't pinpoint me in what direction they have to go with the music. And I think that's what is making music, producing music is all about, to surprising people every time you're putting out something new.
Yes. And again, Herritt's wide range of skills of music production, like massively wide range of skills. So again, somebody else that I personally wanted to thank, and the fact that he rode on a push bike for 28 fucking, give us a high five, 28 fucking miles to be here tonight to do this is insane. It goes to show, you know, what the URL is about. We are bedroom producers who are trying to make not even a living, but just like trying to get on stage a few times.
We just want to make a name, and making money it's not our goal.
No. It'd be nice to be able to get paid to go from gig to gig.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice.
It's just having fun and just messing around in a good way, and giving people some good feelings with when you're putting your stuff out.
Yeah. But I remember when I
give people good feelings when I put my stuff out.
Amy, that worries me.
Uh-oh.
I remember when I first put out one of my first videos, and I was very, very nervous about the whole thing, and people loved it, and from then on it has just grown and grown and grown. But that feeling of when you put something out there, you're not 100% sure, and people go, I really, really like that. Alan Crawford did a track for the URL which is being released, and he was unsure whether he should, you know, polish it up and finish it. But it's like, you're looking at your piece of work as an unfinished piece of work, whereas the people you play it to are seeing it as a piece of music.
Yeah.
You're only seeing the faults within your stuff, and when people like your stuff, the feeling is amazing.
Well, what a friend also did say to me, when making art, that it also can mean music, there are no mistakes, because making mistakes gives it personality.
Yes.
If a track is perfect, it becomes
Stale.
It's stale, dull.
Yeah, I totally agree. Laura Knoll says this is lush, and this is not what we usually hear from you when you put stuff in.
But I think for Old Year's Eve, because there is a lot of fireworks, it's very very noisy outside. I think this is a moment of relaxation. It's like an oasis in the war desert there that's going on outside.
Hey, we have somebody else who's painting pictures, musical pictures. Excellent. And it is a fucking war zone out there, isn't it?
Well, not yet, but around 12 o'clock.
It will be.
It will be.
Maldio's giving this an 8. Sonny B. Michael says, who is this?
That's me, people.
Yeah.
That's me.
Herritt Jonas Voss.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've said that right, or close enough.
Johannes.
Johannes, that's it.
Yeah.
Herritt Johannes Voss.
Yeah.
Done it. And under Adeptus Mechanicus on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got several monikers. Adeptus Mechanicus is my ambient moniker. I've got TNT, that's more of my hardcore techno speedcore monikers. I've got C++, which is rhythmic noise. Then you got Tar Pit, which is harsh noise wall. It's just plain static white noise. Then you got Root Pi Minus, which is very glitchy experimental stuff based on mathematical equations, and my harsh noise project, which was formerly on my Adaptive Mechanicus, but I decided to split those into two. So Adaptive Mechanicus is still only ambient, and my harsh noise is now on the moniker 2.
Anything else you want to play off this album?
Let's see, going downwards.
Or any other album you've got?
Laura Knowles gives it a 10.
Oh yeah, it's lush.
20.
Ah, versus TNT, so this is you versus you.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
the beats are under my my TNT moniker, and the melody is under my Adaptive Mechanicus moniker.
So again, this is Herritt again, and I think it's same as always here, we might as well play. He travelled a long way to be here to do this tonight.
Yeah.
And you know, there's like 30 old people watching now, which is pretty good. So I'm thinking, you know.
But it's also meeting friends. Yeah, because we both make music, and so we both as an artist meet each other, but also we meet each other as friends.
Yes.
We all make music. I think you're fine.
Amy's trying to blag it that she has made a tune or something.
I've submitted twice. Thank you.
You have submitted twice.
Yeah, true.
Apparently, Son of You Mitchell says, Garrett, Harry, we have met. Almost blew my eardrums out, they do. Really?
When was that?
Yeah, apparently so.
Anne says hi again.
Laura Knowles says, share. Maudio says, good sound. Yeah, it's a lovely sound. And again, this is not what we usually expect from when we hear that Herritt is put in. Usually it's like...
Yeah, you're vibrating.
Yeah, that was... I remember the first track, because I'm sure Jimmy was on. And we were like, how do we dance to this? And it was like, you vibrate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the first
You're
track.
gonna get epileptic.
Yeah, I'm damn sure that was the first track.
yeah,
So if we could track that down, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you play some of your... Have you got any of your faster stuff on Bandcamp? I don't mind playing this one.
Yeah. If you go to Throne of Bale, yeah, it's also on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And on Throne of Bale,
How you spelling that out?
B-A-E-L. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. We'll do that with one player.
And then, but you can also fill in just some TNT.
Right here.
Yeah, that's how the album is called. Just some TNT.
Someone called Marcel says, hey, fuckboy.
No. The title of the album is just some TNT.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Just.
Some.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
And Tiny Black says, sometimes there's a unicorn or a pyramid, which are actual lyrics from a song that I fucking well made. So everyone can just eat that.
Are you not crediting anybody else with that with anything from that song?
Well, on my original submission, it was all me.
This is true, actually. Your original submission was you. I get the feeling Tiny had a little bit to do with the remix there.
Well, no, it was all me.
You guys have a really thick English accent. Yeah, all except Herritt, of course, who's like Dutch.
Yeah, because you're fucking English.
Yeah. Sorry, my parents made that mistake.
And Amy's from up north and I'm from down south.
I'm not from up north.
Anything past Birmingham's up north.
Well, no. I'm from the Midlands, and I thought as such.
Apparently, Artariuma says Mark is going to shit himself. I actually made an acid tune.
That is a possibility.
That is a possibility. Like I say, 3 tracks ago, Atari, something that you put in was just absolutely awesome. It was really, really good. Sounded like a track, and then the week after that, you put a fucking noodle in, and literally, I'm just noodling around on like that was crazy. Again, lovely, lush stuff.
Funny about it says Amy's always on top.
This is perfect for a wild night of dancing to relax. Yeah.
Harry Uma says, hello.
Can you see Amy's enthusiasm? So you're using Pro Logic, did you say? Pro Logic 7?
Yeah.
So that's a door for anybody who and again, once upon a time, people were like, oh, you don't accept anything that's not made on hardware. And it's like, no, fella, we will accept anything. You can make it on pots and pans. I don't care if you sampled it with a DAW, or you're using it hardware, or you're just using a sampler, or whatever you're using. You can use whatever.
Well,
Or if you want to go a cappella, like I did.
Indeed.
yeah. Well, if people want to know how I start making my very first track, then I can show you
Cool. Where is that?
on my Bandcamp.
Which one?
You go to my discography, and then all the way down,
And there's a lot here, people.
and then that album, Nothing But Trash, and just
8, was it?
no, just play.
Okay.
People, I warn you, this is harsh noise.
Yeah.
This is just thrash metal, so it's metal on metal, recorded with a voice recorder, that's all.
Give us a short
I know people, this is unscorable.
If anybody else out there wants to give this a score as well. Again, music is all expression. I went to a night the other day where somebody was doing something like this, and I recorded it and uploaded it to Facebook, and people were roasting the hell out of it. It was just noise and rhythmically happening.
Yeah, this is just playing a harsh noise. How I see harsh noise. Harsh noise is a extreme form of musical expression. And not many people get it. It's more like a extreme form of musical art.
Someone says, I can't do it.
You don't.
I can't be held with something about sound you go to this as a performance piece and just kind of turns all this shit on and then kind of stands there with a bag over his head.
Yeah, there's a static harsh noise wall, and he's called Bomber. He's not the founding father of harsh noise wall, but he has perfected it. What he does, he has a couple of guitar pedals, small mixing board, and he puts it on full volume. He stands there with his bag on his head, or lies on the floor with his bag on his head, and after 25 minutes, or an hour, he just quits. No, it's just too loud. It's too loud. Yeah,
this one, you?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Herritt's first forte into making music.
Yeah.
Which is just noise core. And again, some people get into music like completely different ways. Somebody put a post up on Facebook the other day. It was like, I've only just gotten into EDM, and I'd like to know what people consider to be classics that I should listen to, or stuff that I may have missed. You know, it's like people get into EDM or dance music or techno or whatever, you know, at different stages in their times,
but EDM can go like what in a direction of what Daft Punk did, or go into the early days of the trance, or like techno.
The problem I have with EDM in general is the generalization of it. It kind of branches everything. 1, 2.
Yeah, this track has to be it's not my mistake. I submitted it on my normal volume level, so I think with the end editing something went wrong.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I sent it 4 tracks to Skid Noise, but Skid Noise I think fucked it up.
Oh no. Again, this is more what we think of when
I think this was a track when Amy and a couple other girls finishing on the bottle of gin.
Oh no, that was at the shop. That was in the shop.
It was this track.
I wasn't there.
This is Thunderdome says next up.
No, it's like Terradome. It's more like what DJ Noise Kid does.
And this is what I expect when I see a track from you come in.
That's for the future, well, not near future, but for near future and distant future. You can expect, because I'm now already at the 11th URL Mission album.
That's insane. You have 11 albums.
Yeah,
from
full albums for almost around an hour of full play. Yeah.
Are they released yet? Are they released yet?
Well, I've just put them on private.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting them only on public when all the tracks are being played from that specific album. I think from the 5th album on, every album is going to be a certain style. So it's not like a mishmash of, well, then techno, then hardcore, then ambient.
We have Amy, not Amy, what's her name? Anne. Anne, how's it going?
And we enjoyed the show so far.
It's not bad actually. I was really worried when we couldn't get into the coffee shop. They wouldn't quite do, you know, and I get super nervous back in those kind of things, you know.
How long did we wait outside?
Oh, we just walked over, literally.
Oh, you were standing there for 4 minutes?
2 seconds.
Oh.
I didn't even have time to get the joint out of my pocket and light it. Literally, we got coffee and you went, hi, I went, what?
Yeah.
Thomas, I'm not going to pronounce your last name, but hi fella, how's it going? No, really not. And Sonny says hi to Anne as well. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit more of
Yeah,
Hurt.
I think.
You want another one from there?
No, I think it's 4 tracks in a row for me. That's
You happy with
for,
that?
for at the moment. I think that's that's good.
Well, if you're happy with that, Herrick, thank you very much for fucking travelling 28 miles to come and do this. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. Again, this is why I wanted to do this, to just thank some people, thank everybody who is involved in the URL and for taking the time out of their day, all the co-hosts, all the people who watch, all the people who take the time out of their day to produce the tracks, to put it in. You know, it's a big beast, and it consists of 3 people. Us here who do the show, you guys who watch the show, and the people who put the music in. And without those 3 elements, this thing will fall apart. So let's hope we can get to do some more of this kind of stupidness next year.
And Mark, I think I can speak for all the submitters. Thank you also as well to giving us a platform to putting out the music, to showing it to the rest of the world.
Yes, Amy, your career is rocketing because of it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Somebody give me some feedback on the noise. We are now listening to Leaf. Again, Leaf is... Oh, Don Von Wozniak, how's it going, fella? Yeah, Leaf. Leaf has been part of Kind Crew for a long time. And his tracks are just getting better and better. Are you hearing this?
Yeah. It's also, well, it's also a name. Acid.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. What Leaf is also doing, he's not. You can't pinpoint in what direction he goes. He goes with the flow.
Yeah.
He goes whatever he does.
Yeah. What I really like to see within Leaf, and a lot of the other producers out there, there are some producers out there who just put tracks in and we're like, we have no advice for you, fella, apart from carry on because you're really good. But with Leaf, we've been giving him advice and he's been listening to this advice, and you can see where he's going with the journey. And this, like, that kick is rounded and nice, and you can hear the tops and the acid lines.
When we, as let's say, friendly colleagues say, well, you can go do this and this. It's not like it's an order like in the military, but see it as a friendly advice.
Yes.
And then you can decide whatever you do if you take it or leave
it. Yeah. Again, if we give you some advice, just try it once. If it works out, brilliant. If it doesn't, you've learned a new skill and move on to something else.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And if people pinpoint it out. Don't see it as something, as negative.
Attack, yeah.
It's an attack.
Yeah.
But see it as a point of, oh, I did go wrong, or I did make a mistake last time, or yeah, people maybe not a mistake, but people didn't like it. Maybe I can do it on a not like on the left side, but on the right side.
Yep. Absolutely.
There are more roads to lead to Rome.
And don't be afraid to put into the URL. Don von Wilczek apparently is in Amsterdam also. Where are you right now, Don? What are you doing, fella? Maybe we should hook up for New Year. Where was I? Yeah, don't be afraid to put into the URL. There's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, Mark's show is massive and it's...
That's a bit of a shame that it's so abruptly.
Yeah, it really is. Let's see if we can find another one by Leaf, actually. Right.
James Fountain says Happy New Year's. Eve.
There we go. Let's have another one by Leaf. Because that track that we just played by Leaf, to me, is awesome. Just sounded incredibly good.
Yeah, but what was a bit of a the downer was cut off.
Ended, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem with not the problem with Leaf. I think what Leaf's doing is exactly what we're asking him to do. Just putting in like the 3 minutes worth of track.
Yeah.
So there is more to it, you know.
But then Leaf just put in a fade out or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, the track was longer. Just cut it off. That's just a 3 minute mark. It's like.
Give me some sound levels, people. How's it going?
I think that the viewers and the listeners have to give an opinion about how the sound levels are, because in here it's different than when you're sitting behind your screen.
Yeah, absolutely, 110%.
And also differs if you're listening throughout speakers or with a headphone or in ear. As the music says, give it to me.
Yeah, Leaf's been great. It's been wonderful to watch Leaf's progression, the way that he's now making tracks, the way that he's crafting things, everything that we are saying he's listening to, and yeah, like Don, funnily enough, is the other end of the scale. Everything that guy puts in, we are like, dude, that's absolutely epic, you know, and everything's in the right order.
And what I think is also the great thing about the URL, it's more than just music producers sharing their stuff. It's more like, it's almost like, even if you have never met each other in real life,
Your camaraderie.
You got the feeling you get to know each other. It's like a family.
Yeah. Again, this is what I'm liking about the URL as well. We're now in Amsterdam. Pierrot is now here. You know, somebody who's been putting into the URL for roughly about a year, and now I'm getting the chance to meet through the URL.
Yeah.
If we can make this bigger, you know, and you know, if it can grow, that would be awesome. But we'll see. Oh, apparently sound levels are good. Excellent. Thank you, Mal. So, what we're looking at is getting over to about 8 o'clock in England. Now, are you guys off out for drinks? What are you doing? You off out for a sesh? Anyone going raving? You know, let us know what you're doing.
Or are you going back to bed early? If you're sick, maybe.
To be fair, like for me, New Year's Eve can be like the biggest letdown in the world, you know, because it's so busy, it's so much to get places, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and also the fucking thing is, if you want to get into places, you have to, first of all, you have to pay quite a lot of money to get the ticket, and you have to pay the ticket in quite a couple of months in advance. And if you're there, the price of the drinks and the food is it's off the chart.
Yeah.
And you know, Amsterdam isn't the cheapest place at all.
No. We went for breakfast earlier, it cost us 33 euros for breakfast.
Damn.
David Plummer's just joined us. How you going, fella? We are listening to Leaf. This is Love, Leaf Love and Anarchy Sound System. Again, just saying thank you very much to Leaf for putting it into the URL, and it's really nice watching your journey.
Well, Leaf, I say it's more of a love system than an anarchy system.
Alright, we have one more track, and then 2 people have sent us some tracks in. If anybody else wants to send me a track, Mark the Acid Clown Gardener, send us a track, we'll play it tonight.
It can be a YouTube link, a Bandcamp link, a SoundCloud link, whatever you want to put out. Even a just record a sound file.
Yeah.
Maybe an MP3 or whatever you fancy.
Oh, hello, we've gone off terrible.
You man, are you deranged? Yes.
You can tell Leaf loves his acid. Like,
I think this is acid. For instance, my first discovery with acid, well, in fact, the first discovery with EDM music was Daft Punk, and from their album Homework, for instance, the track "Rolling and Scratching" and Daft Punk of Daft Punk. If you listen to the rolling, well, it's not a beat, but the rolling structure. It's just a plain up 303.
yeah.
And they're not considered acid, but damn, that's acid as fuck.
Yeah. Literally, that is it Homework?
Yeah, it's from 1997.
Oh, yeah. For me, Daft Punk at their best back then, they just got progressively like worse and poppier as they went on through.
Nowadays, it's more like, it's almost it's not soulful.
No, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
But I see where they get their roots from, and what they're doing now is paying some sort of an homage.
To that.
Yeah. And what I a couple of months did was I took the track which The Weeknd did with Feel It Coming On. I did put it on a 70% speed, so it was more like a vaporwave track.
Okay.
And it suited the track way better, because if you hear the track on its normal tempo, it's too fast. Because the track wants to, the singer wants to seduce a lady with the song.
Yes.
I imagine.
Yes.
But on that tempo, no, it's like more like a. But if it's being played 25% slower, without the pitch down, I think then it's spot on.
I do agree. The slower you go, the more groove you can get into it. I'm kind of learning that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, this is right. Jimmy Scavenger. What can we say about Jimmy Scavenger? Yeah, we can still have me. Excellent.
Yeah.
The dude has pulled me out of shit more times than I can remember. If someone drops out for a URL, I can phone the Scavenger up and he is over it in a flash.
Yeah.
The dude is mastering tracks for, who did he say it was? It begins with an N. I can't remember. Not Neophyte. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know him better than I do.
Yeah, it's a big guy in England. Jim's mastering for him at the moment. He's doing a lot of mastering for Ollie. He's doing a lot of releases for Filth and Saturated. He's released on Boomtech. That's another person I want to thank, Terry Oxby, for coming on board with the URL and offering you guys out there a chance to get your records, your tracks out there and listened to by a bigger market.
Yeah.
So again, massive thanks to everyone.
Jim, do you only have one album out on your own Bandcamp? If so, why? Where's the rest of your stuff? Man, because I hear, even because the only album I found out on your own Bandcamp it's quite old, but I hear a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, no.
And where's the rest?
No, the thing with Jim is he's sent a lot of tracks out to labels, and a lot of tracks are kind of umming and ahhing about whether he's going to release it or not. So he's and also because he writes all of his own stuff and mixes his own stuff, he kind of limits what he puts out there, which I can understand him doing. Because literally, if Jim released like 6 or 7 albums, you could just like mix Jim's stuff, you know, and be Jimmy Scavenger, you know.
Oh fuck! This has the same roughness as what the Beastie Boys does.
Oh yeah, Jim is amazing. Listen to this. This is called I Don't Give a Fuck. Yeah, Jimmy Scavenger.
He's just like me. I don't even give a fuck. And about you, you make such a lot of music and put it on YouTube. Why not put it out on on Bandcamp?
A platform that's good, that people can... Okay, my problem has been in the past that I haven't had the ability to record, so everything has had to be a live stream. That has now changed. There are a couple of people, again, We Dancer, shout out to you, great guy, wonderful live PA, he's on about starting a record label. Maya Stone from Deep Down Dirty Records, I'm going to be doing some stuff with her. Hopefully going to be doing some stuff with Aaron Quartz and Acid Ted coming up this year, which you know, Aaron Quartz released on the first Smitten, one of the first Smitten, and Acid Ted and Steve Kite, the Pranksters, are just one of my all-time dance favourite heroes, so I can't wait to do that. And mostly because of the URL, you know? Mostly because we're plugging each other's music and trying to get other people lifted up. Sunny B says, my first contact with Acid was Tangerine Dream.
Tangerine Dream, they're from the 70s. The most famous album was Phaedra. And within Tangerine Dream there was what I consider the master of the Berlin school, or as we say in the EM scene, Berliner Schule. It's called Klaus Schulze. He's the perfectionist of that genre, which is mainly composed of sequenced synthesizer loops, and a track which is mostly compiled of that can go on for 20-30 minutes at least. And they in the 70s they worked with in that style with reel-to-reel tapes, and purists still do, and they only work with let's say the modular Moog 55 system, which is a huge system which costs nowadays 150,000 euros if you want to have the real ones. But also an ARP 2600 is considered a major key in producing that kind of music.
Didn't Behringer just re-release the ARP? Oh no, that's a different ARP. The Odyssey. I'm thinking of a different thing. So that was Jimmy Scavenger.
Well, what I think what you mean is the Solina strings. ARP re-released the Solina strings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we're playing... No, we're not. Right, this is a little bit more from Jimmy Scavenger. This is his other persona. This is Weird Monkey. If none of you know who Weird Monkey or Jimmy Scavenger are, what the hell are you doing watching this show right now? You've missed so much, you know? Get over to Jimmy Scavenger or Weird Monkey's profile. Get over to Johannes Voss's profile and hit him up.
Bandcamp, SoundCloud.
Yeah. Adeptus Mechanicus, TNT, there's loads more.
Root Pi -2, Tar Pit, C++.
Get yourself going.
And of course, not to forget, the URL submitter.
Yes.
How can you forget that? Yeah.
Again, like a lot of us music producers have different personas because we enjoy a wide range of music, you know? Like Charlie Ryan's got like 4 personas at the moment, Jim's got the 2. Funny, you've been very quiet. You sure?
He's enjoying the show inside.
From the back.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know some remix I did a couple of years ago, you can go to my an older YouTube channel of mine. I did the remix which I consider a main. Well, I consider him one of the biggest masters in the rhythmic noise. He's called Terror Factor.
Okay.
And the track I did remix is Achtung, or Warning.
Yeah, I think I know that.
Yeah, and it's in a slow remix. Well, it's not slow, but what I did is I took the track, put it on 75% pitch, and then put the beat in between. So it gave a very weird, almost industrial hardcore techno studio.
That's the difference between what Herrick does and what I do. He's working mainly within a DAW, I'm working mainly with hardware, so I like kind of input on a very rigid, whereas, you know, he's like...
The way I work with composing my music is, well, people who know building a house by just like Lego bricks. I use small pieces of, well, Lego, musical Lego, and I build that house, that composition, that way. And yeah, sometimes, most of the time it works, sometimes I screw up.
Again, Jim's showing a completely different side of him. This is lovely, great beat. You sure, Andre?
It's very laid back, melodic.
Yeah. Completely different to the other stuff, the technical kind of stuff.
Nicely lush.
Yes.
And also, has he incorporated a very distorted robotic vocal in it?
I think so.
Yeah. It's like a talk box. No, it's not a talk box, but a vocoder. A vocoder software.
Sonny's just giving you a massive compliment. I now have a lot of confidence that Garrett, he knows his shit.
Well,
yes.
I learn as it comes and goes. I learn from my mistakes, and I always take advice with me. Yeah. And maybe I'm not incorporate it the next time, but eventually I will try to incorporate it. If the track suits it.
It's good to listen to people, but you don't actually have to take on board what they say.
And also, what also is good for by listening to the URL, getting inspiration for your own stuff.
Yep.
For instance, what I'm hearing now, I'm not really into acid, but this is giving me some ideas for maybe something in the near future of what I want to do.
This is Atari. He's just sent this in. He's quite proud of this. He's made a 303 line. Yeah, that's definitely a 303 line there, fella. And
yeah.
Again, Atari, you are one of the people that put in regularly and put in the weirdest tracks. Like, we have no idea how to mark your track, and you continue to put in, which is absolutely fantastic. A lot of people, when they put in and they don't get a good mark or they don't get a great reaction,
they quit.
They run off.
Don't let a low score, because I did get sometimes a low score.
Yeah.
I did get a couple of times a 6.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Yes, no. Well, that was from another listener.
Yeah.
But when I say I'm getting a score, it was from you, from the people in the studio. It was from you or Amy or Jim.
Yeah.
You and Jim are the besides you, you're the main host, and Jim is, well, quite some time the co-host. Yeah. But also the other guy, Hayden. The tall guy, big beard, black. He's about 190 tall. How old is he? About 50, 45. He's 45 or 50.
Oh, Rich. Talk about Rich, no? Rich has got a beard.
Yeah, he's lately quite regularly.
Gaz, if you can, email me to my account. Not email me, sorry. Send me a message to my Facebook, Mark the Acid Clown Gardener, and if you get it in time, we are about to wrap the show.
Yeah, I think it was Rich.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and Rich is also quite lately, quite a regular scene guy on the team.
Yep.
Yeah. And I must say, if I'm getting a score from you, it's not that I don't mind the other scores. I think it's also good that people are giving scores, but I think, when you're giving a score, it's closer to me. And
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and they gave me a couple of, not a couple of weeks ago, but not so long ago. They gave me a 5 or a 6. I was like, okay, that's your personal opinion of the track. It's not that the track is bad.
Nope. And again, it depends on who is in the studio at the time as to what kind of score you're going to get.
And also, it's. Do you fancy that kind of style which somebody puts out at the moment? Maybe your mind setting is different at the moment. If you're feeling sad,
Yeah, exactly. Like the last URL we did, where did we do? From Natalie's place. All the tracks that we played there were really weird ambient. There wasn't very much techno, but yet the tracks that were played before that on the week's show, same thread, were all really techno and having it, and you know. So I guess
very
yeah,
straight in your face.
Yeah, and then the next one was very ambient. Atom, yes, we're playing yours now, fella.
How did they make it for the line?
I believe it was the TB3 that Atari made it with. So I saw the noodle that it came from.
No, it's not the TR. It's a new one.
The TB, the little one.
Yeah,
it's not the original.
No.
So that was Atom's track. Oh no, we're still in it. And again, Atom is a crazy guy who puts in all kinds of organic-y type stuff.
This is a bit like Louisiana bluesy.
Yes.
Like it's been recorded in the 1920s or something like that.
Again, Atom, if you wanna write a new intro for us, please do, man. Right. Well, I did say we'd do an hour show. Technically, we've done an hour show.
Yeah.
That has been, hold on a minute, I know that you sent me a track to play for the outro, so I'm just going to see if I can find out.
What is your opinion about how we did the show today? Yeah, it's not how the plan was at first, but do you really like it, from going with the flow? Or do you more into, have a schedule and hold on to the schedule?
It's always nicer when we get some sort of a rhythmy thing to the show. Like I say, I wanted to do this from a coffee shop. I thought the setting would be amazing, but unfortunately you sent me that to my other account, so I might not be able to find it. Let's end with some Charlie Ryan, because we really like Charlie Ryan.
Fucking Ryan.
So once again, people, thank you all. I wanted to thank everybody who's involved with the URL. If you're a submitter, if you are a watcher, if you're a co-host, if you're somebody, anybody, if you're
family,
if you like, you comment, if you share, all these people that make up the URL, I thank you from the bottom of my goddamn heart.
We're all part of the same big family.
Yeah.
I think that is something you must not forget.
Yes. We're all trying to push forward for the same reason. We're all trying to lift other musicians up with us.
We're trying to make the world better in our own way. No.
Yeah. Like somebody said to me the other day that they didn't like clowns, and I'm like, well, I'm more an amusement engineer.
I think that is somebody who's seen it a couple of times too much.
Random as fuck is good. Yeah, Charlie Ryan. This is Charlie Ryan's new stuff. This is Blockchain. And it's so much different to the other stuff that he's written. It's deep, it's thoughtful. John Diss, hi, thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not surprised that we don't have too many people watching, because it is New Year's Eve, and I expect you all to be out there having a damn
most
good
of the
time.
people are going to parties, spending their time with family, and being in real life social, so not on social media. But for everybody who did join the show, thank you very much, and
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year for the persons already after 12 o'clock, and for the guys also over here who are still waiting on the 12 o'clock banging up the clocks. In advance, Happy New Year!
We have 3 hours to go here before it's midnight, and how you feeling, Amy?
Alright.
Oh god,
it sounds a bit depressed.
Yeah, doesn't it? I think Amy's a bit miffed that we've invaded. So the clown has invaded her life a little bit more.
Yeah.
No comment.
It can also mean the weather, because it's not the best weather to go outside.
It's not. Unfortunately, it's a rainy, wet day here in Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's all. It also had the feeling of a bit of snow in the air.
It would be lovely if it was snowing. Then it'd be worth
Hey,
the
don't
cold.
say that. I have to travel back 28 miles.
This is very true.
I do want it to snow though.
Yeah, I do want it to snow so badly. I was just about to say, who we listen to? This is good. This is Charlie Ryan. Apparently, Tiny is.
This is very synthwavy.
Yes. Now, I thought Harriet was quite big on making synthwave, but apparently you've only made one synthwave track.
That's a one-time go, and I also did some psytrance, only one time, and because I do fancy all sorts of music, and I was like, yeah, okay, I had a couple of tracks lying around, and yeah, I didn't know what to do with that, and I hadn't any moniker or pseudonym for those tracks, but I did want to put them out, so I was like, okay, one time only pseudonym.
And I thought it was really, really good. Didn't it make it onto a release, one of our releases? Is it that one?
Yeah. It was Cyber Nation. It was on the first Boomtic
release.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boomtic, again, we've got some specials coming up. We've got an electro and a techno album coming up, so I'll be doing 2 specials on that, where we just showcase those tracks. Not really URL, we're not really going to mark them or anything, we're just going to play the tracks for you, you're going to listen to them, and that'll be that.
Oh, Terry, my tracks, which I'm submitting now on the URL, you don't have to put them inside the or on a new Boomtic record, because I want to give other people who are not as long as I'm joining the URL also a chance to have a more of a step up for future stuff.
I get the feeling that Terry may give you like a little EP of your own anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like I say, we've joined up together with Boomtic Records to get your tracks released out there. That's what Boomtic is there for. If you have some tracks that you would like releasing, maybe email Terry and yeah, hit him up for see what he wants to do with it. Like I say, we've got 2 new releases coming out for that, and a remix EP, and there's a few others, like Scavenger's got something out on there. I can't remember who else, but go and hit up Boomtic Records.
And people who know me, I'm very prolific with also releasing stuff on my own Bandcamp. I'm trying to release at least a new album every month. And yeah, sometimes I've got so much inspiration for music that I'm releasing 2 albums a month. And also on other internet labels. And also I'm doing stuff for the URL and also for the Boombastic Sounds, which is another review show, but those are more. That show is more into the hardcore stuff and the other core kind of music. It's the same, but it has its own special feeling.
Yes. Yeah, both shows have a very different feeling, and that's great.
Okay. And we don't see each other as enemies. No, we see each other as colleagues.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is Tiny Bites. Apparently this is Clown New Year. Tiny's put in some wonderful remixes for us. Oh, Tiny, that's really nice.
I like the tiny tingling electro-y sounds.
Yeah, I can barely pick them out, but they're there.
Yeah, I can hear them quite good.
Tiny, that's really nice, fella. Awesome. Apparently that's a work in progress. So looking forward to that.
That was a work in progress?
Yeah, that was a work in progress. That sounded awesome. My skill sets are, how do you turn this thing on, says Tiny. Yeah, absolutely. Modular wannabe track.
That's not a wannabe. That's not a wannabe.
Gaz says to you, you're lucky to have a girl who respects your time with your music career. Yes, I am. She's just rolled her eyes heavily. Right. Guys and girls, thank you very much for joining the URL Award Show special. I just wanted to thank some people. It's been a wonderful 1.5-year ride with the URL. The Clown turns 2 in April next year, so maybe we'll do a little special for that. Harriet, Thank you very much.
Yeah,
for
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Fucking travelling 28 miles for this, and I feel very sorry for you that you have to ride all the way back there, fella.
Nah.
But anyway,
I don't mind. I don't mind. It keeps me fit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A dedication for the URL. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank Amy for almost taking part in the show tonight.
Well, supporting us in the background.
Yeah, she read a few words out. And anyway, we will see you
Well, there
in...
wasn't a chance to read many comments out because there was a lot of talking.
There was a lot of talking.
Yeah, and yeah.
Anyway,
People were just enjoying the
saying
show, and I think
anything.
that was the most important thing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We will see you in 2019 with a couple of specials, and the URL will kick off in the second week of January. So that's when the shout out will go.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and people keep submitting.
Yeah, keep submitting. Please keep putting in your tracks. Keep making your tracks. Keep putting into the URL, and we will keep getting your music out there. Thank you very much for joining us. This has been the URL Amsterdam special. Catch
See
you
ya.
later.